Greetings and salutations, my gods and goddesses. I hope everyone is deciding to have another wonderful day and at least make today 1% better than yesterday. Be mindful of your thoughts, align your actions to be an expression of self love and love for your fellow human. I hope some of you are at least starting to question your programming. The message in this video is about one of the oldest religions in the world. Kemet was the ancient name of Egypt. It was called Kemet because of its black land, meaning the ultra-fertile soil that resulted in the annual flooding of the Nile River in ancient times. It was a land of bounty, which in ancient times was recognized as the center of the civilized world. Ancient Kemet was blessed by the universe not just with organic resources, but with an abundance of knowledge that other civilizations coveted. The lost technology that built the pyramids, their immense understanding of the spiritual plane, their philosophical, social, and religious beliefs helped guide their people to truly live a path towards the evolution of the soul. The 7 principles of Kemetic Spirituality are the same as the 7 principles of masse, which I talked about in my previous video about how Egypt left us with the blueprints for an evolved world. Over time, the corruption of man tainted the original ideologies of ancient Kemet, which brought about its decline. The fundamental principles at its core are pure. Humans of this era can greatly benefit from learning what one of the greatest civilizations of this planet knew to be true, which carries over to this day. Many religions take their doctrines from an original source, which, whether they admit it or not, was the various aspects of Kemetic spirituality. These are the fundamentals of ancient Kemetic spirituality. Ma'at, the principle of balance, order, and harmony in the universe. My previous video talks about the 42 laws that govern action and the 42 ideals that govern thought. These doctrines helped the people of ancient Egypt keep their energy as a nation at the high vibration. Netger, the concept of a divine force or energy that pervades the universe and is embodied in various gods and goddesses. Ancient Egypt believed that there was only one supreme being. The various gods and goddesses were the manifestation of the supreme being, representing the various aspects of society and culture. The old gods were incarnations of angels and archangels that came to earth to help direct the evolution of the human soul so that the human race reaches a higher level of existence sooner rather than being lost and left to their own devices. The humans of this era have lost any sense of pride for the truth left to us by the ancients, which was meant to help us elevate our state of being and become high vibrational in our thoughts and actions. Modern society would rather believe lies disguised as truth by the systems that want to control their free will. Ancestors. Ancestors are considered to be powerful spiritual beings who can offer guidance and protection to their descendants. Each human is blessed with the ability to commune and ask for guidance from their ancestors. The ancestors that choose to help their descendants in the 3D world were highly spiritual during their time on Earth and take pleasure in helping their bloodline. They may have a mission to help their descendants do certain tasks, and once those are done and completed, they may choose to reincarnate again. Do what? The concept of the afterlife, where the soul is judged and either granted eternal life or destruction. Ancient Egypt believed that the person's thoughts and actions are judged at the time of their death. Their soul is weighed and if found wanting is punished with destruction in a hell dimension until they pay for their bad karma. Some souls are given a chance to reincarnate again for another chance to learn the lessons they need to, while the really vile souls are imprisoned for eternity. High vibrational souls can choose to be spirit guides, or if they have karmic debt to pay, then they would need to reincarnate to learn those lessons. Ascended masters can go to heaven to take their place beside the archangels and source, or choose to reincarnate and spread light to various corners of the universes. Ren, the concept of a person's true name. which is believed to have great power and to be connected to their soul. Your soul's real name acts like a direct line to your energy. Same can be said for your DNA. Yes, your blood, hair, nails, bodily fluids, cells, etc. Be mindful of where you leave that stuff in or with who. Heka, the concept of magic and the ability to harness the power of the gods to bring about change in the world. One of the original names for Kundalini energy, life force, mana, chi, ki, chakra, whatever you want to call it. Life force energy. Yes, life force energy is real, folks. Ak, the concept of the spiritual essence or soul that survives death and continues to exist in the afterlife. High vibrational souls that become a spirit that does not choose to reincarnate and becomes a spirit guide to help their descendants. Neteru, the gods and goddesses of ancient Egypt, each with their own specific roles and attributes. The old gods of ancient Egypt were incarnations of angels and archangels or ascended masters. They were assigned to guide the human race in this physical world by sharing with us what thoughts and actions to entertain to become high vibrational energy beings. Imaku, the concept of the spiritual double or ka, which is believed to be part of a person that lives on after death. Basically, the astral body or spirit self. When alive, you are able to travel the different realms with this energy projection of yourself. Sahu, concept of the spiritual body, which is believed to be transformed into a Sahu after death and be able to exist in the afterlife. Basically, when you die, if you have a high vibrational soul, then you are able to split your soul into parts after death. You can do multiple things at the same time. I am sharing this now to help human beings of this era realize and rediscover treasures in the form of lost wisdom from the ancients. These concepts from ancient Egypt helped the people from one of the greatest civilizations of this planet be a high vibrational society as a whole. Imagine where each human being is mindful of the energy they put out into the universe, where every individual works towards the evolution of the soul and tries their best to keep their energy at the high vibration. Imagine the good karma that would be generated for the entire group, society, community, city, province, state, and nation as a whole. I long for a time where human beings will once again be in charge of their own energies rather than being used as a battery by the systems of control that are in place today. Try to avoid any activity or media that will put your energy in a low vibration. Avoid any institutions that try to control you with lies about how energy works. Their doctrines try to keep you at a low vibration, and their rituals that you willingly partake in harvest your energy from you en masse without you realizing what is going on. Please realize that your soul was, is, and will always be free to commune with the Supreme Being, God, Source, the Almighty, at any point in time, in any place you desire, no matter the situation. You do not need a designated building or a designated person or conduit to commune with the divine. The divine is literally within you, always was, and will always be right by your side. It's time to open your eyes to wake up from this long domination slumber spell cast upon you by these systems of control, my dear brothers and sisters. If not now, when? Thank you so much. I love you all, my gods and goddesses. Know and believe that you all hold the power of the Almighty Spirit inside you. Please share and subscribe.